Excellency Emmanuel, this is the Global Digest think tank group. We talk with very important VIP people from around the world and experts from around the world. I want to discuss a little bit about geopolitics and diplomatic issue because you are diplomat, so you can share more about your experience to our audience. Please, Your Excellency Emmanuel.
Yes, I am from Malta. I was born in the southern part of the country. Malta is a very small country,
Right.
which is we have nearly 500,000 population, and it's one of the dense city country in the world. My career started as in the public service, first as an apprentice in the plasterer and tile laying and in construction. After I joined the fire brigade as a firefighter, and then I became the director general after several promotions from a manager to deputy director, then the director general of the Civil Protection Malta, which is equivalent to the Singapore Civil Defense Force. And 9 months ago, I was appointed as a permanent secretary for the Ministry of Home Affairs, Security, Reforms and Equality. It is a huge ministry with 23 departments under my remit, which include the correctional facilities, the police, the armed forces, the defense, the civil protection, and any other entities like Identity Malta, which issue passports and ID cards, etc., etc. I had an appointment for 4 years. Now 9 months have passed, and I work closely with the minister, and obviously we try to transform the public service to more digital and more efficient.
Malta is Europe or which?
Europe. It's beneath Italy. No, it's about 500,000, 500,000.
Even not 1 million.
No. We are very, very small. We are the size of half of Singapore.
Sure. Singapore has about 5
million.
5 million. So
yeah.
Population, you are much smaller than Singapore.
No, it's half of Singapore Islands.
Oh, really? I saw in the map, it looked like, big, little bit big, but I don't know exact size. So it's pretty small, right? It's independent. It's independent country, right? It's not part of Italian or any other.
No. We take our independence in 1964.
I see.
And because Malta had was under the British Empire, and we took the independence 1964, and now we form part of the EU, European Union,
right.
But we are independent. We have our government, we have our president, we have our constitution, and yes, we are independent.
You have your own army and navy, air force.
Yes. We have our armed forces, the armed forces of Malta. We have our police, the Malta police force, and yes, we cater for ourselves. Our income is from tourism and financial, economical, and artificial intelligence.
I see. I thought you are surrounded by sea, so
yes.
it's you can get a lot of fishing business or something like that. I don't know.
Yes, but it's a small industry. The fishing industry is a small industry which cater for our needs. So it is a every industry here in Malta is very small.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes small are easy to develop than big country, like Singapore. If Singapore not independent from Malaysia, it won't be developed like that. They have to struggle with same other city and provinces. It's not easy because independent country with small size it's easier to develop in case of Singapore experiences. Similar in Brunei, it's also small. They are easier to develop. But Malta case, you are not influenced by Italian or other giant neighbor country. They don't any other influence in terms of military, but you are under European Union, so you directly deal with EU, right?
Yes, exactly.
Like Singapore, part of ASEAN, it is equally dealing with other ASEAN big country. So enjoy regional grouping that benefit for Singapore. I guess Malta case also same with Singapore. You can benefit from EU, all EU military economic system, right?
Yes, exactly. But we have bilateral agreements with Italy, with France, with England, and the other countries, in Libya, North Africa.
I see.
We try to make bilateral agreements, so we should always be a sovereign country,
Right,
and try to be friends with everybody, like the Singapore mentality.
right. Singapore is a same experience with Malta. But I
Yes,
don't know Malta use which language. You have your own Malta language or which?
yes, we have the Maltese language, which is first of all, it is an Arabic dialect, and
I see.
which is written with phonetic words Latin. But because we were under the Ottoman Empire for several years, then we were under the Knights of St. John. So we have many Latin words in our language. And then we made another 200 years under the British Empire, and that we have another language,
Right,
which our language is mixed between Arabic, Anglo-Saxon, and Latin, but the roots are all Arabic.
I see.
But we
So
have our language.
you can speak Arabic or you cannot speak.
No, when I was a child, I learned, but there are many similar words, the basic words that are similar to the Arabic word, and because we have the day-to-day use to, the morphology and the system of our language is based on the Arabic language.
I see.
So we can understand some words, not everything, if you don't study it.
Definitely, definitely. So, Your Excellency Emmanuel, uh, what about Malta uh, grouping in EU? What do you feel you have benefit from EU in terms of economic or in terms of military? If any country invade Malta, is there any guarantee from EU or are you member of NATO or
No, we are not members of NATO, but as you said, we are a member of the European Union. So we have directives on us which we should follow.
Right.
Yes, we benefit, but like everything, there are some benefits, but there are some other constraints, the,
Right.
but the but we benefit from financial aid to support our security or to support our hospitalization, and I think out of all we have the benefit from joining EU way back in 2004.
Sure. I hope so. Malta joining EU will be better than not joining because you become more grouping and you become
Yes.
more strength compared to living alone. Nowadays, any region, we need grouping, Asian, ASEAN grouping, African Union grouping. If you are not part of any grouping, you left out and it is more, risky for any country if they are not in any grouping. So definitely it's important for grouping. And Mal- Malta, Malta mainly uh, economic is based on tourism, right? So how is
Yes.
your GDP? Is similar to Singapore, or how's your level of GDP and
Um,
economic growth?
I am not the person that on economics, but the GDP is quite well right now. The economic before COVID was it's very boom. We were doing very well, especially in tourism. But the COVID restrict us to go back back from for to the drawing board. But now the economy is stable again, and we're working hard to reach the numbers that were in 2018. And
Right.
we depend also on financial businesses like gaming, artificial intelligence, new technology, etc., etc.
I mean, ordinary living standard.
I think the average is, I don't know exactly, but I think the average income is 20,000 a year, I think.
Or
Um,
20,000, I see.
but I'm not sure about it. I'm not economist, so I
Maybe,
don't know exactly.
yeah, probably is lower than Singapore GDP, right? Singapore is
Yes,
much
yes. I think
higher,
yes,
60,000, 70,000, something like that a year. So,
yes.
you mentioned about artificial intelligence, mainly related on which sector?
I'm on gaming and IT, and we are developing now, and there are many things that the government is promoting artificial intelligence and new technologies. So, and that is will be our future and
Sure.
our investment in the future.
Which means service sector, right? Intelligence sector, knowledge
Yes.
sector. And what about your Malta has a kind of space program, or do you have your own private satellite or any program?
I think, I think no. I think, but I'm not sure. I will. I will. I take a note about it.
I think it will be also more relevant for artificial intelligence, because
Yes.
you need like online artificial intelligence program. You need satellite definitely, online you need to use satellite. So that time we can cooperate the satellite program and your artificial intelligence or any other program, even environmental, for scientific purpose, for communication purpose. Satellite is necessary, because Malta is country, sovereign country, independent country. Any country, they have to have at least a few satellites. Without that, it means it's not sufficient for a country to operate many IT field, artificial things
Yes,
or
yes,
any communication.
agreed.
Sure. Please feel free to contact us.
I will.
And how how
What?
is how is convincing for traveling in Malta? Is there tourist has any interesting place or how tourists can enjoy in Malta? Can you introduce a little bit tourism?
Yes, tourism is our main factor. Malta have a very huge history. It goes back 5,000 years before Christ. We have Neolithic temples.
Oh my God.
Yes, we have many places to visit because, as I already mentioned, Malta has three big emperors that were
Right.
under we were under their remit. We had the Ottomans. So if we go to the old city in Dina, we can find some things that go back to the Ottoman Empire. If we go back to the St. John, the Order of St. John, we have many beautiful places, especially in Valletta, that were built
I
from
see.
in the 16th century. And even in the British Empire, we have another things, and we promote them because we have a very huge history, and
Right.
where many people can learn from it. And our tourism it's quite good. We cater for um, cruise liners as well that
I
came to
see.
visit for one day in our harbor, which is one of the most beautiful harbors in the world. We have a beautiful sea, and our climate is nearly like Singapore, but not with that much humidity. Our summer is very hot, July, August, and September. But as you can see, today is a very sunny day, even
I
if it is
see.
a little bit cold. It's I think 7 the temperature outside, but it's still sunny.
It's good.
Um, it's cold, but it's sunny. Um, uh, yes, there are many places that one can visit in Malta, especially Valletta, Endina, Vittoriosa, and the other small sister, because we are consist of three small islands. The other small island is Gozo, which is very beautiful. People are very nice and always there to help you. We have many and several churches. In every town there is a parish a parish church. Our churches are all dedicated to a saint, and in summer we have many feasts and celebrating our patriots, and every town do that, especially from June till September. There, every Sunday there will be a feast in a town, a lot of fireworks and a lot of festive, and we are try to be nice with our tourists because we depend on tourism,
Right.
and we have a very good hotels to see, and yes, I think Malta is the best place for a 1 week, 1.5 week to relax.
What about the price of food and hotel? Is there any COVID-19 restriction if you travel
No,
to
no,
Malta?
no. Only at this moment, only the persons that came from China, and they are restricted to produce a vaccination certificate. And I don't know the prices, but it is not that high. For example, a beef burger it's around 6 to 7 euro. A beer is €2, €3 maximum from outside, not from a hotel. If I go to a hotel, it will be 5 to 6 a pint of beer to take some kind of prices.
So there are various range of price, right?
Yes, because in a hotel you accept it more high price. If you go in a bar, there is just a little bit lower price. But if you buy it from a supermarket, it will be the lowest price.
Sure. It's pretty, attractive, so people can reasonable. They can travel to your country, Your Excellency. So your country is basically Christian country, right?
Yes, 95% we are Christian. We are Christians, yes.
Orthodox Christian or just
No, Roman Catholic, and we are Roman Catholic.
I see. So anything between your, Malta country and Singapore or any Asian country, ASEAN country, you have any bilateral anything deal or any agreement or you made anything?
The only one that I know is the civil protection Malta made with the Singapore Civil Defense Force. But I can't exclude that there are other bilateral agreements because I am not the right person to speak of because I am not in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But there is an agreement with the Singapore and the Civil Defense Force and the civil protection of Malta because I signed it. That's why I know about it. But I guess that there are some more, but I don't know exactly. It's beyond my remit to know about that.
So Malta is probably I guess it's democracy country, right? You have election and such kind of.
Yes, every 5 years there will be a democratic process. There are two main big parties, the Labour Party and the Conservative Party. Every 5 years there will be a democratic election, and the party that brings the much votes of the electorate manage to have the possession for 5 years.
The current government is Conservative or Labour Party?
At the moment is the Labour Party.
I see.
It's from 2013 till now is the Labour Party. There was an election in 2013, another in 2017, and the last one 9 months ago into 2022. So the Labour Party shall have to 2027 the lead of the country.
So you don't have any transition problem in democracy or election?
No.
It's peaceful country because it's easy to manage if your country is small size and without any problem, transition can process very peacefully. But many other country nowadays a lot of democracy crisis. There are election fraud and election. Time there are a lot of fighting and accusing and big country, big population has very difficult for manage. A small country is much easier in that case.
Yes, and the past there were some turbulence, but right now there is peaceful. The election came, people go vote, and then one day celebrating to the party, and then back everybody has to go to work.
Right. So you may know we also problem in Burma, in ASEAN, Myanmar. We have a military coup. They accuse election fraud, but there is no significant election problem. They just military coup, you know. It's about power hungry. Like that, some politic system they can abuse to undermine democracy system in many countries in the world. And how do you think Russia-Ukraine conflict? What is Malta position? Malta did not involve anything, or because you are a small country, so you don't want to involve, I guess.
We do not involve in war because we have in our constitution that we have to stay apart from any war. But obviously we support EU and we give donations to the Ukraine people like humanitarian aids. That on that basis, on that remit, we help. But on warships, we it's out of the question because our constitution says that we are sovereign and we don't support any war. But we help and we help a lot for our size with humanitarian aid.
Right. I mean, humanitarian aid has responsible for any country, you know. It is not necessary to involve war. You can support any victim from any country. And what about Malta possession or military coup in Burma? There are a lot of civilian. They are in crisis, military kill, and you know, they destroy their home, their village, and many Christian and many churches. Have you any Malta has any role or you never know about in military coup in Myanmar, Burma?
Yes, we follow the EU instructions every time they put the crisis in the world. And when the government agree to help a country, we do our best to help it. But that will come from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
But you have any idea so far Malta has any aid or any support to the victim from Burma?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. I don't know.
Maybe EU have some program, but each country maybe, I don't know. But EU, they do definitely humanitarian aid to the victim in military coup in Burma, you know. Maybe we can talk more about international business and trade, like the space program, satellite program for your country benefit. And you want to say anything as a final word to our audience, please?
I am happy that I made the collaboration with the Singapore because I see that there are many mutual things about Singapore and Malta. I am going to discuss this proposal of satellite with my counterparts and hope that we can come back with a positive reply.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Emmanuel.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Yes,
have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.